It's no secret that tyrannical dictator Kim Jong Il was not the biggest fan of the US. But what might surprise you to know is that behind closed doors, Kim Jong Il had a very American pastime. He loved watching Hollywood movies, and reportedly owned over 20,000 of them. Oh, and for the record, his favourite actress was Elizabeth Taylor, and he was a huge fan of the movie Rambo. But Kim Jong Il's love of cinema went beyond watching them. He wanted to make them. So in the 1960s, he set out to recreate Hollywood in Pyongyang.
For sure, he liked movies. When I asked my guide about the role that Kim Jong Il had in the movie industry in North Korea, the answer was always the same. Kim Jong Il wrote some movies, Kim Jong Il directed some movies. In fact, Kim Jong Il did everything.
That's Eric Laforgue, a professional photographer from France who had the rare opportunity to visit Chollywood, aka Cholima Movie Studios, located just outside of Pyongyang.
The set in North Korea looked like a set in a Western country. A lot of assistants, a director with a megaphone, a Luma camera, crane on a truck, a lot of actors, many people for the makeup.
The sets may look the same as Hollywood, but what they produce here isn't your typical Western blockbuster. Because while Kim Jong Il may have enjoyed Western cinema in private, his vision for North Korean film was very different. Studios like Cholima exist for the sole purpose of making big-budget government propaganda movies.
In North Korea, the government controls everything. So if someone wants to make a movie, of course he has to get the authorization from the government. Of course, you cannot do any kind of movie. You have to fit with the propaganda, and you have to fit with the idea of North Korea, the North Korea regime. A lot of movies are made about love stories, very simple stories with a lot of tears, but most of the movies are about war and the conflict with the Japanese and America. Many times in the movies, they will also rewrite the history.
And the dictator didn't stop at reimagining cinema. He sought to destroy the idea of individual creativity in all art forms. And he succeeded. Today, North Korean literature, dance, and music are all used to exemplify his political party's ideology. And despite his adoration for Hollywood, Kim Jong Il completely outlawed all foreign films in North Korea. That means no Star Wars, no Jurassic Park, and no Harry Potter. So with nothing to compare it to, whether they are propaganda or not, the citizens of North Korea love Chollywood movies.
All the people I met really enjoyed the movies. They could tell me all the story by heart of every movie, because in the villages they don't have a lot of entertainment.
But that's slowly changing, because what Kim Jong Il's vision didn't account for was the internet. Small numbers are starting to watch foreign films online, although South Korean and Hollywood movies are still off limits, as one former North Korean citizen noted. If anyone is caught watching movies from those countries, there are consequences. Whoever watched those forbidden movies would be sent to political prison camps, youth correctional institutions, or disciplinary camps. Still, some films do manage to get through, and for the first time in generations, North Koreans are being exposed to film from around the world that doesn't glorify their government. And many citizens might be slowly realizing that North Korea isn't as powerful, wealthy, or benevolent as the movies have made them out to be. That, like in the movies, the heroes sometimes turn out to be the villains. North Korea is one of the most isolated nations in the world. So what's it like to be a tourist there? Find out by watching this video next.
You did get the impression that they'd just been created purely for tourists to go to on a bus. There were no other people around there.
And don't forget to subscribe.